Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at a Minecraft data pack. The data pack is called Botanical Pots and it's by the author called Magic. So to get started with this mod, you need to create some flower pots from Minecraft. So you can get those by smelting some clay balls in a furnace to get some bricks. And if you put the bricks in this shape in the crafting bench, you get a flower pot from Minecraft. And then you take that regular flower pot and you right click on it with the bone meal, you get a botanical pot. So with this base botanical pot, you can first off dye it any color you want. If you want to use as decoration in your Minecraft base or something, or you can use it as a tree farm, or you can give it upgrades to do much more than that. So let's take a look at the different upgrades. So to get the recipe for the upgrades, if you're using REI or JEI, it won't show up in your JEI menu. Instead, you click on the recipe book icon and type in upgrade and it will show up there. You can right click on it to show all the recipe for all 8 upgrades. If it doesn't show up for you, make sure you're holding the brick item somewhere in your inventory for it to show up. So it might not show up first time because you don't have a brick when you open the crafting bench. But yeah, that's how you get the recipes. So let's go and take a look at all the different upgrades. So first off, we have the shattering upgrade. So this one stops any plants from growing in the pot. So if you want to use this as a decoration in your house, then you can use it for that. Any upgrade, you can just pick it up and then right click on a regular base flower pot and it will add that upgrade to the flower pot. So now that flower pot has shattering upgrade on it. Next up, we have the photosynthesis upgrade. So this upgrade allows your flower pots or botanical pots to produce leaves along with logs, and it's created with glass, bricks, oak leaves, or any kind of leaves for that matter. Let's take a look. So you can use any type of glass or any type of leaf for this recipe. So next up we have the rich soil upgrade. To me, this is the best upgrade out of all of them. This lets you grow other plants in the same pot. So this base pot only allows you to grow tree saplings, but by applying the rich soil upgrade, it lets you grow flowers and fungi and some other plants that it wouldn't be able to grow otherwise. I'll go over that later. And then next we have the climate upgrade. It's just made using bricks and vines. So the climate upgrade is right here. So you can basically use any nature related blocks, let's say, for this recipe. It doesn't have to be vines. I just had vines on hand, so I used vines. So yeah, that's the climate upgrade. Basically what it does, it makes your potted plants grow way faster in the biome they're supposed to be in. So for example, oak saplings will grow best on plains or forest or flower forest biomes. Spruce will grow best on snowy taigas, old growth pine taigas, old growth spruce taigas or groves. Birch saplings will grow on birch forest, old growth birch forest and meadows. Jungle saplings will grow in the jungle biome, bamboo jungle and sparse jungle biomes. Acacia will grow in savanna, savanna plateau, wind sub-savannas. Dark oak grows best in dark forests, and cherry grows best in cherry groves. So yeah, if you plant these pods with a climate upgrade in the botany pot in that specific biome, then they'll grow 3 times faster. And then there's some more, let's go through those too while we're at it. So azaleas and flowering azaleas grow best in lush caves. So crimson fungus grows best in crimson forest biomes, and warped fungus grows best in warped forest biomes. And of course, mangrove propagules grow best in mangrove swamps and swamp biomes. So the use for this one, as you can see, is if you're trying to build like a dark oak themed base, you want to be in a dark forest and use a climate upgrade on your botanical pot to grow a lot of dark oak trees. So next up we have the plentiful upgrade. It doubles the chance of producing a treat. So basically a treat is like an additional item you can get from the saplings, for example. So if you grow oak sapling, you have a chance of getting an apple from it. I believe for most of the trees, there are like 5% chance. There's some that are like 1% chance, and they double to like 10% chance based on what I remember from the code. Let's go over all the treats. Let's go in order. So for acacia, you get armadillo scutes. And for azaleas, both flowering and regular azaleas, you get moss blocks and spore blossoms. Bamboos produce wines. Birch produces honeycombs. Brown mushrooms produces hanging roots. Cacti produces dread bush. Cherries produces dandelion, poppies, cornflower, oxeye daisy, lily valley, white tulip, orange tulip, red tulip, pink tulip, allium, blue orchid, and azure blute. Crimson fungus produces netherwort blocks if they have the photosynthesis upgrade, or they produce netherworts if it's like a normal pot or like a plentiful upgraded pot. Dark oak produces brown and red mushrooms. Jungle saplings produces cocoa beans. Mangroves produce lily pads. Oak produces apples. Spruce produces sweet berries. Warped fungi produces wart blocks if they're using a photosynthesis upgrade or using a normal botanical pot or like a plentiful botanical pot, you can get shroom lights. So yeah, those were all the treats you get with all the different types of trees and plants. The flowers, you can also plant flowers. They don't have any treats, by the way. So next up we have the timber upgrade, which produces logs instead of wood for all the trees. And then we have the watering upgrade, which decreases the time it takes for a plant to grow by 1/3. Kind of like the climate upgrade, but without having to go to the specific biome for the plant. And then finally, this is another really cool one that I've been using in my modded Minecraft world. It's just a flaming upgrade, which produces logs, produces charcoal from the logs. So it automatically cooks the logs in charcoal. And of course, it also produces the sapling of that kind, of the sapling that you planted, so you can infinitely create charcoal. So let's take a look at how to use these botanical pots in the game itself. So you can put the botanical pots on top of a chest to make it produce items and then automatically dispose them into the inventory below it. And as far as my testing goes, you can plant them on top of chest, barrels, shulkers, hoppers, these 4 items, and then also like modded chests and stuff too. Except for drawers, it doesn't work with storage drawers for some reason. You can of course put a hopper and then pump it into the chest or the drawer itself if you want. That's what I've been doing. It doesn't work with Minecraft chests obviously, and then Ender chests also don't work. But yeah, it should work with all 4 of these types of different output storage devices. Now let's look at how to automate this. So you can plant items by right-clicking, or you can put items into the hopper above it, and it automatically pull one of the plantable items. So let's say you plant, you have an oak, a spruce, and some cherries. The pot will look at what's in the hopper above it one by one. So it will take the first item that's plantable. So let's take this mangrove. It will actually, so after this one grows, it'll take the mangrove seed right there. Then it'll take the spruce, then it'll take the cherries. Let's say if it had something that cannot be planted, like a crafting table, then it'll skip that one and then look for the next plantable item. Okay, so next let's look at what's plantable, what's not plantable, what grows, what do you need upgrades for, etc. So on the regular pots, you can grow pretty much all of the saplings except for pale oak, I think. Pale oak doesn't work yet. So we had oak saplings. On all these hoppers, I just have like them filled with the sapling of that kind. So we have oak saplings producing oak logs, saplings, apples as a tree, etc. We got spruce, we got birch, jungle, acacia, dark oak, mangrove papagules, cherry, the regular potted azalea, and then flowering azalea. Then we got warped fungus, and then we have crimson fungus, and then you can also plant the different mushrooms, red and brown mushrooms, and then the warp roots, crimson roots, cacti, and bamboo into the regular pots, but they don't do anything. They don't make anything. Whereas, like, you can see these ones actually produce items. These ones don't produce items in the regular botanical pot. So, and also these items also don't grow on botanical pots, like anything from the sea, netherwort, sweet berries, glowberries, these leaves, like the wines or sugarcane, etc. And then a little bit to go back to the treats. So the treats for oak is apples, the spruce produces sweet berries, we got honeycomb, etc. And then interesting enough, the mushrooms are a bit different. In the regular pots, the warp fungus will create shroom lights, and then if you put a photosynthesis upgrade on the fungi, you get different items. So the warp fungus will produce warped wart blocks, and then the crimson fungus will produce the regular netherwort blocks. So you can see it here, producing netherwort blocks instead of netherwort, which is you can get by using a regular pot or a pot with plentiful upgrade on it. And this is the photosynthesis upgrade. Kind of confusing, but yeah. Okay. Next up, we have the upgrades. So again, if you use the bone meal surrounded by bricks, you get the rich soil upgrade, which is quite useful. If you wanted like a dye farm or something, you can grow all the flowers that you can see here, except for wither roses and torch flowers. So all of these produces just the flower, base flower itself, and they have no treats. So it's easy to automate these. Whereas the other ones that produce treats are hard to automate because you need to filter them out and stuff. Also, this copper chest, it shows you all the flowers that you cannot grow on these botanical pots because they're like too tall, or like these petals and stuff, or the spore blossoms, they don't grow in the botanical pot. The rich soil upgrade, again, it's useful because you can grow cacti in them, and then you can also grow bamboo in them. So this one, let me refill it. So cacti will produce more cacti and dead bushes, and then the fungi will produce the fungi that you fed it, and then also hanging roots. And then for bamboo produces blocks of bamboo, and then bamboo sticks itself, and then wines as a treat. And unlike botany pots, I think in botany pots you can grow actual wheat and melon seeds and stuff, but like in botanical pots, you can't grow any other plants like wheat seeds, cocoa beans, melons, etc. None of the chorus fruits or pumpkins and melons work either. And then finally, this is the flaming upgrade that I was talking about. You can plant a tree. You can plant a tree and then infinitely create charcoal for your auto smelter or something. And then try to use a tree that doesn't produce a lot of treats if you don't want to use a lot of filtering and stuff. Like cherries produce all the different flowers, so it'll be hard to filter. This data pack also adds 7 new achievements to the game. So we have the Botanical Pots achievement, which is basically gotten by making a botanical pot. You got Flow State, which is to grow a plant under 2 seconds through automation or just by chance. You got Superlative, which is to upgrade a botanical pot using one of the upgrades we saw earlier. We got Rooted Down, which is to grow a plant in the same pot for over an hour. We got From the Flames, you just ignite. So use a flaming upgrade on a Crimson Fungus to get that one. We have the Spruce Up upgrade, which is to grow a spruce tree high up on the air. And we have the Come Along With Me, which is to plant every single sapling in its associated biome. One more thing that I want to talk about was like tick rate and growth rate and stuff like that. So these botanical pots, they work based on random tick rate. So if you increase the random tick rate to something absurd, like 1,000, let's say, these will grow really fast. Let's see. So I just set the random tick rate to 1,000, and as you can see, these are growing incredibly fast. So furthermore, on the growth rate, so the oak and birch, etc. type of regular trees grow at a rate of 100 units, let's say, and dark oak, for example, grows at 50 units. So it grows half as fast as an oak. And all the flowers grow at 200 rate, so it grows twice as fast as an oak. So using oak as a base, you can tell how fast or slow these other plants grow based on this graph here. And as I said earlier, the treats, they have like a 5% chance of dropping, but with a plentiful upgrade, you get a 10% chance of them dropping. And one last thing, I was playing with this data pack quite a bit in my modded world, and I noticed that when I automate this, sometimes the saplings run out, and I wanted to figure this out. That's why I did this deep dive into this mod, or I keep calling it a mod, but it's a data pack. But basically what I found out was that there's a 49% chance of getting a sapling. There is a chance that if you have a low amount of saplings to begin with, there's a 51% chance that you might not get a sapling back. So there is a chance that your saplings will run out. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Keep a sapling separate so you don't have to go hunt for it again. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was a mod. Hope you guys enjoyed it.